Hi, greetings to one and all present. Today we have Ms. Garima Bains, Assistant Professor of Management, Commerce and IT section of CPJ College Narela on the portal of Thoughts of Education from Collegedunia. Hello ma'am, good morning.
Hello, hello, Udit. How are you?
All good ma'am. Thank you so much for coming to the portal and helping us for the interview. Please introduce yourself a bit.
Udit, I'm Garima and I'm presently officiating as an assistant professor in Management, Commerce and IT department. Apart from that, I also take care of a very important cell which is in the organization is called Grievance Redressal Cell. So I'm the internal counselor over there where I ensure that the students' mental health should be taken care in the best possible way. And also I'm the editor of the newsletter magazine of our college. So I make sure that, the best of the articles should be put in that newsletter so that the world can know us what we are contributing towards society.
Thank you so much for the insight, ma'am. Coming over to the questions. Question number 1 is, how do you strategize the teaching through e-learning?
Udit, I came to know that, we were very normal in our life in 2019 and, we were not aware that what uncertainty or unforeseen circumstances will happen in 2020. But suddenly, no doubt, when COVID hit our country and, the basic and the most important factor or the sector which got affected was education sector. Everyone was clueless that how we have to go ahead in the teachings part, examinations part, and admissions part. So even for us also, it was quite difficult because we need to look into a lot of considerations while starting up the online classes because it was new for everyone around us, working from home and that too giving education from home, and wherein the students are also sitting at remote areas. How we'll be delivering the studies and the education to them was a very difficult task. And no doubt, we have to look into the perspective like convenient of the students कि हम कोई ऐसा पोर्टल या कोई ऐसा टेक्नोलॉजी ना उठा लें जो उनके लिए डिफिकल्ट हो. Then whether the medium which we are using is technically sound or not, or it can be easily accessible to everyone. So wherein we got the idea that, let's start up with the Zoom, because Zoom, Google Meet was the one wherein, it was easy for us to use it and for our students also. So when we started up the e-learning part, we started up through Zoom. And it was a great, success because initially, no doubt it was quite difficult because making students understand about the concepts, how to go ahead with Zoom, and making them, settle down that because they were very apprehensive that how they can able to clear their internal examinations, external examinations, how they can able to study. So it was a difficult thing initially, but no doubt our team and the management did incredibly well, and we are delivering the teachings through Zoom meetings. And yes, e-learning played a very important role. No doubt, whenever technologies come in any sector, even in the education sector, it gives a lot of benefits to students, wherein students staying at their own places can be able to gain best of the knowledge with the combination of theoretical and the practical one. So this was what we planned about, and this what we considered while entering into a e-learning perspectives.
Perfectly said, ma'am. Coming over to the question number 2 of the day. As a lot of students were going through the tough time, what all the initiatives has college taken for the mental health of the students?
Yes, that mental health, it was a very major concern for our college and management, not for us also, but for every, college. And wherein the students were in total clueless situation, what to do, how to go ahead. And suddenly, the government told them to stay at home. And wherein, and everyone was stuck in their thought processes, emotions. It was very difficult. But the initiative which college did, and I'm really, it was a very commendable initiative, and I really appreciate our management for doing this. The firstly and the foremost thing for the students of 12th who were very clueless in 2020 and still very clueless in 2021, that how they'll be choosing their careers, what they'll be doing it, we initiated the career counseling series for them. making them understand the basic motto that how it is easy with that one click, and for that you can able to get a lot of information. We created lots of WhatsApp groups for them so that they can able to get maximum information regarding university norms, their conditions, their admission processes. Not only that, because we know that we are from IP University, and it is important that to clear the examination, you need to clear CET and CLAT. And for entrance examinations, you need to require guidances from the seniors and experts. So for that, our college also took an opportunity for giving free online coaching to the students of 12th, wherein it was easier for them to crack the examinations. It was easier to them to give them able to give them the right direction of choosing the right career. Apart from it, our college initiated a lot of stress management series. Since I'm also a part of GRC cell, grievance redressal cell of my college, and internal counselor too. So I can understand that it was very difficult for the students to, bring them back to a normal life and, making them realize that everything is normal. So for that, we ensure that, the clubs should be created. We ensure that more and more stress sessions should be conducted by me and by the psychologists which we appointed during the COVID time. So that initiative, we did a lot of stress management series wherein we talked about what is stress. Because at times students were little unaware कि मुझे stress है, anxiety है या depression है. So we ensured that हम ये differentiation को clear करें. Then उसके बाद lots of techniques we have told them during the stress part, that how to overcome stress. It's easy to overcome stress. It's just that we need to clear our mind, and let go of things easily. Don't pressurize ourselves to, that it's okay whatever has happened. But we should not pressurize that why this has happened to me in my life. And also the very interesting thing we did was during the stress management series was that we, conducted a 5-10 minutes of meditation and made them realize that, it's easy to do meditation. It's just that you need to, nourish yourself. That's what is important. So the series which we conduct is always a very joyful and a very, encouraging series for the students. And if some of the students doesn't feel comfortable in attending the series, they, come to us personally also through our GRC mail and to me, and we conduct one-on-one counseling sessions with them.
Very well said, ma'am. Coming over to the next question. Have you conducted any of the webinars during the COVID times?
Yes, a lot. Many webinars were conducted because the main motto was that students are sitting at their places and, they're attending the classes. So at times it gets, monotonous for them also because they are not allowed to go out. They are not allowed to see people around. So we ensured that if they are not able to, go out and interact with people, let's bring that interaction part from the experts in their forum itself. With that one click of Zoom meeting, they can able to interact with the experts all around. So not only this, even in, the experts from IP universities, experts from the corporate field, they also, conducted the webinars with them, wherein they guided the students that even in the COVID times, how they can go ahead with the different kind of courses, how they can able to, nourish their skill set while sitting at home, because that was an opportunity which they are getting because they are not utilizing their time in traveling. They're not utilizing in time while meeting people, and the time management can done in an appropriate manner. So they guided a lot. And even in this period of COVID 2021, where that, the second wave pitched in very sudden, and everybody was in fearful situations, and everybody was like, what next? People were clueless what to do, what not to do. So the management of CPJ College ensured that, that fear of what to do, what not to do should be overcome. And for that, they initiated a lot of 2-3 webinars with different doctors all over India. And the panelists, 40 doctors, senior doctors came in who was actually handling the COVID patients during that time. And when they cleared the doubts and issues or the problems which students and their parents and the families were facing, that was commendable. It gets. I always believe the webinars and the guest lectures give you a sense of satisfaction, and especially in the time of pandemic, where I'm only concentrating on my lectures, where I cannot able to see what the world is going through, or where I don't know what criteria or what skill set they require. If any of the experts come in and guide the students, it really helped it. So that was our motto of conducting the webinars, even if for the wellness of the students during the COVID time, or for the nourishing their skill set during the COVID times.
Very well said, ma'am. Coming over to the last question of the day, what are the interventions and approaches you have bring during the COVID-19 period?
The interventions and approaches which we initiated was no doubt online stress management sessions. Apart from it, I always believe that technology at times give you a lot of benefit. When you take physical classes, it is quite difficult to conduct practical video lectures with the students. So when we conducted and we started taking classes through Zoom, it was easier for us to make the students understand through video lectures. So that was another intervention, another initiative or another add-on in our teaching pedagogy, wherein if I'm talking about students' marketing strategies, then I can easily, relate that marketing strategies with the Amul strategies, which the Amul CEO is doing it. When I'm talking about corporate social responsibility strategies, I can easily show them the video of Ratan Tata, who was a great man in doing towards for the society, the CSR responsibilities which they are doing it. So it was easier for us that, to add on that thing in our teaching pedagogy. Not only that, when we conducted the physical sessions and when we conducted physical fest, it has a different aura altogether. But another challenge was how to conduct that same aura when we are doing it online. So we recently conducted the counseling sessions. We recently conducted the national conferences, client counseling, and moot court competitions, and that to a national level, wherein it was a commendable thing. So I believe that these interventions and approaches is the approach and intervention which is always, during which we have to change ourselves and adapt to the technology is the only thing which we can do it. So if we get add on something to our curriculum is one of the best things. So online counseling sessions was the interventions and the innovation which we did. And not only that, the students were given the group projects. Apart from that, the students were able to go through the online classes wherein, the outsourced companies are giving them the training on content writing, on tele, on client counseling, on how to write resume writing. Everything was being given to them. So that was an intervention and approaches which we followed during the COVID time and obviously during the e-learning pedagogies.
Very well said, ma'am, to all the questions and the answers given by you. So here we have Ms. Garima Bains, Assistant Professor, Management, Commerce and IT Section of CPJ College, Narela. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us the opportunity to conduct an interview of yours and publishing it on the Thoughts of Education portal of Collegedunia. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Udit, and thank you, Collegedunia, for giving us the opportunity and, telling to the audiences that, and the student audience that it's very important to choose a right path with the right college. And it is, a future, it will act as a base of your future. So it's very important, choose the right career and right path and choose it wisely, please. Thank you.
Thanks.